Welcome back, everyone, to It's Your Call. You're looking at pictures of John Fattal, who is an American hiker who has been detained for the last year in Iran, seemingly with no explanation whatsoever. It's not like he's been charged with a crime. It's not like he did something that should be charged. He just wandered, according to those closest to him, into Iran and has then since been held, or perhaps not even wandered. Perhaps there's some speculation that Iranian forces went into Iraqi Kurdistan and brought him and his companions over into the Iranian area. We are talking with his family members, and as you might imagine, this is just a horrible situation where they feel so helpless. There's absolutely nothing that they can do on this end. Or is there? Is there something that you can do to help bring Josh and his friends home? We're going to find out in this next segment. Laura Fattal is his mother and had the opportunity to meet with Josh back in May, the first time and only time in the last year that you were able to see your son. You were impressed with his strength and his courage, dealing with the adversity that had been dealt him. But how about you as a mom? How did you hold up through that visit, and how have you been holding up in the last year?
Well, we take every day, one day at a time. Whenever there's news, we react to it. Whenever we are constantly building support for the hikers, we are constantly asking what else we can do to help describe who these kids are. And so, as my son Alex was saying, Josh's major at the University of California, Berkeley, was environmental economics and environmental policy and economics. And so his whole being and his whole interest was in the environment and ecology. So we have garnered together a public appeal that addressed major academics and public intellectuals in November even, who worked with Sarah's area of expertise, English, and Shane, journalism, and Josh, environment. So we've worked in that way. But Josh, so it's been a frightening ride. We've had tremendous ups, tremendous downs. The families speak to each other all the time. Mm-hmm. I'm very good friends with Shane's mom and Sarah's mom. I did not know these women beforehand.
Do you fear for him every day, or is there a part of you that thinks, since he's been safe for the last year behind bars, that he'll remain safe?
Every day I'm frightened. Every day I'm scared. I don't sleep through the night, of course, but I have real faith in Josh. I have tremendous faith in Josh, and I just know he will be all right.
Do you have faith in our government that it will be able to assist? Because I know we do not have diplomatic relations with Iran. Is there something the U.S. government can be doing or should be doing?
The political atmosphere doesn't help matters, right? Unfortunately, what we've been saying from the beginning is this is a humanitarian case, and it shouldn't be mixed with politics in any way whatsoever. All indications, by the fact that they're being held this long, are that the Iranians are looking at this in political terms. Mm-hmm. And that's just wrong, to treat humans, innocent human beings, no matter what passport they hold, as bargaining chips, as political pawns. That's just amoral. It's just inhumane. It's outrageous that it's gone on for a year.
And what has been done? I mean, I'm certain that you've contacted the government and that it's been involved. So what, if anything, has been done? Has someone reached out on your behalf?
There are many people reaching out on our behalf. Of course, these are private outreach, and so we're not discussing that part of it, but there's been no shortage of people of influence who have come to our aid, who have reached out to the Iranians and let them know that they're not behaving in a way that is becoming of the principles that they claim to stand by. So we're hoping that they'll get the message for this year mark, but we're calling on people all around the world to come out to these events. We're organizing events all throughout the world, starting on July 30th in New York City, where all three mothers will be there, and we're going to be outside of the Iranian mission to the United Nations. So while the U.S. and Iran don't have diplomatic relations, they do have a mission to the UN, and we'll be out there from 12:30 to 2, and I know it's a 2-hour train ride or bus ride, but we would encourage everybody to go up to New York and then come back the next day. We're having another event here in Philadelphia, right outside of the Liberty Bell. Right.
And this is Free the Hikers, 1 year unjustly detained. This is a flyer that you're putting out. It's also on your website. I know you created a website for people all over the world who want to show their support for these 3 Americans.
Right, freethehikers.org.
Can use that website, yeah. Laura, are you afraid at any time of speaking out that it might inflame the situation or it might anger those in Tehran, that they would then retaliate somehow against the hikers, or do you think it's best to speak out and let the world know what's happening?
Well, we've heard of different Iranian speakers talk about our kids over the course of the year at the UN General Assembly when President Ahmadinejad came to the UN, when the High Council for Human Rights, Mohammad Javad Larijani, came and spoke in Geneva on human rights in Iran. He said the kids are presumed innocent. He said very soon a trial is coming. The foreign minister has mentioned that a trial, Foreign Minister Motaki has mentioned the kids will be, their case is going to be reviewed soon. So we're very, very hopeful. But today we also put out a public letter to the head of the judiciary of Iran, Sajid Larijani, and we asked him to stop this cruelty, to stop this injustice. And we are asking him, and it's not quite a year, it is 16 days till the year mark. And we are hopeful, we take every day. And so we are hopeful before that 1 year mark, before the vigils in San Francisco, in Minneapolis, in Duluth, in Philadelphia, before these vigils happen, we would love to see a release. And every one of these protest vigils will turn into a very happy party. And so, many, we've been having people, had a friend of Josh's in Zion National Park and in Bryce National Park in Utah, and he was walking along the trail, and all of a sudden, his friend is named Josh also, he saw another person wearing this t-shirt saying, "Free the Hikers." And he said, "Do you know Josh, Shane, and Sarah?" And he said, "Yes." And so all in Utah, people were wearing this t-shirt. We have tremendous support around the country, and we're just so thrilled with that.
And what do you have here?
And also here, Josh was president of the class, as Alex was, of Cheltenham High School here in Montgomery County. And so though Josh graduated in the year 2000, the high school has been enormously supportive. And so they made this knapsack with these adorable buttons on it. And they came, and on Josh's birthday, June 4th, they brought me inspirational notes that were 309 inspirational notes to mark the days of detention Josh and and Sarah has served, and they put in the 309 notes into this adorable knapsack and gave it to me, and a teacher and 2 students came over.
Are you getting strength from these kinds of things?
Absolutely. Pennsylvania, Cheltenham, the United States, I have never been prouder. I am so enormously supported by friends that knew me from a preschool carpool, friends who knew me from high school, my high school, friends who knew me from my college days, from my study year abroad in Verona, Italy. I mean, we have friends, Alex has spent time in South Africa and in South America. People from all over his travels have also supported us.
Well, we're going to continue this conversation and tell you how you can support the effort to free the hikers held in Iran, but we do have to take a quick break. Please stay with us. There's more to come.